that they can't have their sexual sin, that they can't do this, that they can't do that, and they want to be the master. Well, it is.
Why?
Because God has written it in His Word, and it's fornication, it's adultery, and it is homosexuality as well. It's all sexual sin. You're standing in judgment. Whoa! Hey! Hey! Okay, we are here at the Portland Planned Parenthood, as you can see. Apparently, this place is actually not as busy as the Lovejoy Surgery Center that we were at before. What I just found out from Lori over here is that this Planned Parenthood doesn't do, late-term abortions. And so when somebody wants to have that done, they actually send them to the Lovejoy Surgery Center where we were just at. That is Portland's, I think that's Portland's worst place, where the most people are murdered here. But anyway, we're out here outside of this Planned Parenthood. Just gonna, hold some signs, hopefully talk to some people, get God's truth out here. And anyway, I'm gonna stop flapping my gums and let's just get to it, all right? Let me take a minute actually for the channel. Would you mind if I asked you a question or two? No. So I wanted to take the opportunity to talk to you because you actually just said before you were a Christian, you were actually you supported abortion?
Rabid feminist.
Rabid feminist.
Rabid feminist.
Came from right behind us when he attacked Daniel Bryan.
You know who she is and
with her and get out of Dodge. Or St. Louis.
had a wild streak, that's for sure.
Didn't really think about it that much. It wasn't my business.
Okay.
Someone else's business.
Okay. And so what changed you?
I was granted repentance. The Lord worked on me through a long commute. A guy named J. Vernon McGee through the Bible radio.
Okay.
I was so mad at that guy. He just made me so mad I had to keep listening. He hammered hard on feminism and what it's really doing to our country, to women, to the unborn, everything. And gradually, it was a gradual process. My heart was changed.
Just gradually over time from listening to that guy's radio show? Is that what it was?
There's a few other people. Someone gave me a Bible. I started reading it. Let's see what these freaks are saying.
Okay.
It was more with that attitude. So I was 29.
Okay.
Came to Christ.
So what makes you want to actually come out here? What's the big deal?
I hate coming out here.
Oh, really?
With every fiber of my being.
Okay.
But I'm doing it to be obedient to the Lord and to love these women and the babies. I don't like conflict. I don't like to hurt anyone's feelings, but there's lives at stake.
Right.
So it's a little scary, but it's so rewarding.
Yeah.
Especially when you can see a young girl maybe change her mind.
Like, did you know today at the Lovejoy Surgery Center that lady that had the cheek piercings, she apparently just went to go and find out if she was pregnant, and she didn't know, and they offered her an abortion, and she turned it down. And you have to think that we had something to do with that, A lot of people hate it when they see men out here, and they try to make it so that we shouldn't be here. So from a woman's perspective, Why should women not have this choice? Why is this not really a choice?
This destroys your life. It may not seem like it at the time, but it will. The guilt that you will have, you will take that. That has nothing to do with any of us. It's in your conscience. Murdering your child. What could have been for the rest of your life? And the greatest gift that we have are our kids. My kids are in their 20s, and they're just everything. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Can't imagine.
Yeah.
The end of their life. Not only that, they don't talk about the ladies that are hauled out the back in the ambulances. You know, pregnancy is very healthy for women. And I know that sounds very misogynist, maybe, but it prevents breast cancer. It's extremely healthy for you, and it's not permanent. It's 9 months. Right?
Yeah.
Give that baby up to adoption. You know, up for adoption if you can't keep it. There's what, 1.5 million people that want to adopt.
There's a lot. 1.5 million that want to adopt but can't.
I heard that statistic.
That's crazy.
And those poor babies, you know, they feel pain.
Right.
So young. So it's
Well,
barbaric.
they feel pain in the womb. You know, they've got to. I don't know. I'm
That's
just speculating.
Why they change position. That's why they wiggle around.
Thank you for talking. Let's finish it with this of adoption. If anybody out there is thinking about an abortion, don't do it. Call this number. Talk to these people. You've got people to help you. There are plenty of people that want to adopt that can't. You have options. Just don't do it.
A few moments later.
How are you doing today, gentlemen?
Not here to talk with you, buddy.
Not here. Why are you here?
Because this is fucked up. You're harassing people who are trying to receive services.
Are we We're not harassing anybody. We're outside standing outside with signs.
I'm not here to talk to you, buddy.
You're not here to talk. Well, then what did you come here for? Came here just to hold up this? What about you? Would you come here to talk, sir? No, just came here to protest the protesters. So why are you out here fighting for people to kill babies? Don't you understand that it's actually they're killing innocent lives? Do you not believe that? You don't believe that they're killing innocent lives? No? What has caused you to rebel against your creator? Because obviously you're in rebellion against him. I mean, you're out here standing for people that murder and men wearing dresses and everything. So I'm just kind of curious. I don't really have an opportunity to talk to many people from the LGBT community. And so, I mean, I'm curious to know your thoughts on it. Can I...
You're judging them. How do you know they're from the LGBT community?
Well, it seems that way. That's right. I shouldn't judge. You guys might just be part of a play or something downtown.
Hey everyone! Why so glum? The sun'll come out tomorrow.
No.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow.
Annie, sweetie, not the time.
And that's why you're dressed this way, but I'm assuming you're part of the LGBT community, are
You
you?
want me to share right now?
Yes, I do. I really do. What's up?
So we just came from AIDS Walk Portland. How do you feel about people who are HIV positive?
I actually, my one of my best friends of all time is actually HIV positive, and so I have a strong heart for people like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic, fantastic to hear, because I didn't expect that answer.
Okay.
So do you know about all the other services that Planned Parenthood does?
So you have to define that, because I've heard that defined a couple of different ways. So what other services?
Personally,
I'll step back a little. I don't want anybody to die here today.
I'll step back a little.
Personally,
it's nice and
I
soft.
access services from Planned Parenthood.
Okay.
My name is, well, maybe I don't want to be doxxed. So personally, I'll share some of my lived experience. HIV many of my mentors were HIV positive and survived the AIDS epidemic, and it's something that I care deeply about.
Okay.
Today we were at AIDS Walk trying to basically protect people from protesters, which is why we had these walls there, because there's still all kinds of stigma of you're going to hell and all that kind of stuff, right? So, Planned Parenthood is something that I've accessed for the last 9-10 years.
Okay.
For free safer sex supplies.
Okay.
Free testing for HIV.
Okay.
The vaccine for HPV. You know, this is all stuff around harm reduction.
Okay.
My feelings on abortion is that, first of all, it's not fair to the mother or whoever is harboring a baby to be forced to put a child through the world. You know, I think that, you know, there's many people who are not prepared to, like, I have lots of friends who've survived the foster care system, and I've, like, seen, like, really terrible things that people go through, and it's normal.
So the solution is to kill the kids?
I don't believe that cells in your body are
not
kids.
cells.
Yes, it is.
It's not cells. Hey, do you have those pictures? I could, because they're actually not cells. It's not just a clump of cells. That's a fallacy that people say. Fetus is the Latin word for baby.
I'm Chuck. Good to meet you.
I'm Keenan, by the way.
My name is...
Nice to meet you. So that's not a clump of cells.
8 to 10 weeks.
It's 8 to 10 weeks. Okay.
Little fingers, little toes, little nose.
I'm
Very
sorry.
small.
I don't feel that
Fully formed
thing is.
This is.
actually alive.
I know. That's what all. This is Nat Geo. This is Nat Geo. This is true.
But that would be a lie. You're going against what your eyes are telling you. Obviously, that's a human being. Little fingers, little nose, little toes.
That is
little
a
ears.
fetus, and I don't believe
Fetus
that
is Latin for baby.
So yeah, why do you insist on using Latin? Do you
Just
speak
speak
Latin or
English.
any other-
Yep. It's English. Just call it a baby. It's
Let's look
Latin
at
means
that.
baby. So
Okay, I understand the moral gray area here. Or
It's
you don't
pretty
feel
black
that it's
and white.
moral. To me,
it's
feels
pretty black and white. So here's the thing: is that I understand what you're saying, and we're not out here because we hate Planned Parenthood. That's not it at all. And if Planned Parenthood only offered services for people that have HIV, prenatal care type of things, if that's all that they did, nobody would protest them, because that's not a problem. That's very good. The problem is the abortion. That is the problem. That's why our signs talk about abortion, not about Planned Parenthood. The problem is that it's not a clump of cells. Even fetus. You said fetus. People try to use that word because it's a sleight of hand. It means the same thing. It means baby. It is a baby. At 21 days, the baby's heart starts to beat. It's a beating heart. Every abortion stops the beating heart of a baby. That's wickedness. Let me ask you this: if you saw a mother walking down the street with a stroller, and the baby was crying, she got mad at the baby, decided she didn't want her baby anymore, and started killing it in front of you, would you try to stop her?
I don't think that's the same thing.
Would you try to stop her?
Can you say that again? I don't know.
If there's a baby, if there was a woman, if you saw a woman walking down the street with her baby in a stroller, and her baby started to cry, and she got angry with her baby, and she decided she didn't want her baby anymore.
I'd stop that.
Of course you would. This is the point. This is my point. Is once it's a living, breathing baby out of the womb, we understand that it is the most precious gift, and we will die to protect that baby. My difference with you is that I feel that way while they're still in the womb. It is a baby in the womb. Look at ultrasounds. If you look at an ultrasound, just after a few weeks, you can see that it's got fingers and thumbs and toes. And there's even ultrasounds of babies sucking on their own thumbs. There's brain waves, there's heart beating. It's a life. people don't want God telling them how to live their lives. They don't want God telling them that they can't have their sexual sin, that they can't do this, that they can't do that, and they want to be the master. Well, it is.
Why?
Because God has written it in His Word, and it's fornication, it's adultery, and it is homosexuality as well. It's all sexual sin, and people don't want to accept that. They want their sin, and so they reject the Creator. My point is that people, the problem is that people don't want to accept the fact that God has created us and that He has authority over us, and He has the authority to tell us what is good and what is not good, and it's for us. It's not against us. God is for us. He is not against us, and the laws that He has written are for our protection. Homosexuality, if you're talking about AIDS and everything, homosexuality, that's a big problem with it. It does, and there's the research actually shows that it is something that adversely affects the gay community.
I don't need to look at, study why stoning people to death is violent. For working, for eating shellfish, for wearing two different types of clothing, that are made from different materials. This is all in the same shit as fucking I'm telling you, as someone who respects parts of the Bible, who respects the work of Jesus and a lot of the, and you may not say that I don't respect enough.
I'm just.
We keep rolling your eyes, so
it's okay.
I'm going to.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I respect these things.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay.
The benevolent parts of them. The things that teach, the stories that teach, that stop people from making mistakes on their own. That spares people from not having to have that hardship and lived experience and perpetuating that violence. That's where the word is helpful to me. Not in the ways that I see. It's very traceable to see how a church would benefit from saying that you can't work this day. You have to. There's also ones that it's filled with implicit biases from humans.
Okay.
And I said the slavery bits, everything. That's human.
So
that is human influence. That's not divine.
A common theme of what you're doing, and then we'll be done. I'll just let you be. Okay. Common theme that I keep hearing here is that you're standing in judgment of the judge. That is what you're doing.
I'm standing in judgment of the humans who claim to be the judge.
You're standing in judgment. Whoa! Hey! All right, that's enough. Having a good conversation. Thank you.
I give it to them.
Thank you.
All right.
You got anything else on mine? Where's my power cord?
That's not your power cord. That's his power cord.
In this situation.
That's mine too.
I'll give it to your friend.
No?
I'll give it to your friend.
Man, you're really... Thank you very much.
So I wasn't gonna let him steal the sign, and then he attacked me.
Oh, I was like, what in the world?
He was trying to steal my hat and the GoPro.
Would the bus driver make him get off?
She was either gonna make him get off or call the police.
It's not how you want to end things there, but we'll keep on pressing on.